Hello students, let's read the problem. And it says, which equation represents the best fit of the following data? And we have a table given to us, right? And we have answer choices that looks very much like the y equals mx plus b, right? The slope-intercept form. Yes, the only difference is that I see a bunch of decimals. So my advice is if you want to do it by hand, that might take time. So we're going to do it on the calculator, okay? But before we do that, what about if we write down what is it that I'm looking for, right? So I'm looking for the best fit from the following data, okay? And of course, we are looking for the equation, okay? So we do have temperature and the cells, right? So the temperature is going to be my X values and the cells will be my Y values. It's very important that we determine this X and Y because when I put them in the calculator, I need to make sure that I'm putting the right information, okay? So in the calculator, you guys are going to click on the home button, which is on red for me right now, and it's going to give you this little window, okay? I always like to start with a new one just so that I can avoid any problems from previous questions. So once I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and add a list and spreadsheets because I do have a table, right? No equation, I have a table. So I'm going to go this route. Of course, you can always go and put all those equations given to you and see which one has the table that is given to you, right? But I want to do it from the actual table, okay? So A and B, of course, are going to be my X and my Y values. So make sure that you have the values there, please. Label your X and your Y. Now move the cursor or move your little window to the 1. Do not leave it on the Y equals, okay? So right here, I'm going to start with the temperature, okay? So I'm going to start with 20 and go ahead and input all that information that is given to you, okay? Notice how every time I click on the numbers, I press enter so that it can stay on that section, right? So using my arrows, I'm going to go to the right with the little mouse, the one that you see in red up there, and I'm going to go up so that I can go next to 20. Now right there, I am going to go ahead and input my Y values. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so I have them right there. Double check that your numbers correspond to the one next to it so that we don't get confused here. Okay, so we're good. Now notice how my little blue box, it's on an empty cell. Make sure you don't leave it there because it will not help us get the answer. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and come back here where there's nothing, right? And now we're gonna go to the calculator. So where do I go? Well, we're gonna go to menu. We're gonna go to statistics, right? And we're gonna go to start calculations. Now there's a lot of other ways that you might be able to do it. So I'm following the one that we've been using for this section, right? And I am gonna go to linear regression. And of course I need the mx plus b because I know that this one is a linear. So right there on the X list, I am gonna type my X values, and on the Y list is my Y values, okay? Once I do that, right, I'm gonna press OK. And I have some information given to me here. I got M, B, and then other things that are there. So what is it that I need? Let's see if you remember what are the answers that you have here. So right here, I have M, and it's telling me that it's 4.77 or 4.77, right? So let's write it down. And then I also have a B given to me, and that is a 94.09. Okay, that's pretty much all I need, right? Because now I know I can write down this on the slope-intercept form. So I'm going to write down my equation. So this is y equals mx plus b. Right? So my M value will replace this M, and my Y value, which in this case is B, right? That's my y-intercept. That will replace this B that is right here. Okay? So now that I know what am I replacing, let's go ahead and start. So I'm going to write down my equation again. And instead of M, I will write down 4.77. And instead of B, I am going to write down 94.09. And that will be my answer, right? So let's look at the answer choices. So the one that matches this would be letter A. Very good. That's the answer, guys.